Some people are really good at creating stuff, coming up with good business ideas, but maybe not so strong on the sales side. Now, you can try and get somebody to sell for you, but for us little guys, that's really not an option. So the next best thing is either you learn how to sell or you set up some sort of system that's going to make it easy for you. When it comes to those systems, email automation is a logical one to look at. When it comes to email automation, one of the most popular ones for creators is ConvertKit. So ConvertKit was made for creators and helps you, as it says, to find your audience, turn them into true fans, and then earn a living as a creator. Yes! And that's what the email marketing software does. Pricing for ConvertKit. Well, you can get up to 1,000 subscribers for a total cost of nothing. That's pretty good. And then as you grow, well, then it's still very, very affordable. You should check the pricing page for ConvertKit yourself, just in case these prices change. Now, I've included in the video description my affiliate link to ConvertKit, so that if ever you do sign up for a paid plan of ConvertKit, then that will help me keep this channel alive. Okay, so let's say that you've already got ConvertKit, you're already a client of theirs, you've got an email list, or you are using ConvertKit, you're going to plan to move across to ConvertKit or to start your own email list using it. How do you set it all up? Because as a former software guy myself, I know that those decisions can come back to bite you if you don't set it up right. It can be really a whole spaghetti factory of all kinds of decisions that you need to make. And that's where I'm going to introduce you to this course called Mastering ConvertKit by Brennan Dunn. So the course itself, which we'll see in a minute, has chapters for each video lesson, which makes it easy for you to skip through the videos, because some of the videos are quite long and maybe you only need to watch them once, but others you may want to go back and watch them again. Fortunately, there are transcripts and closed captions for each video lesson, so that allows you not to have to go back and watch the whole thing if you just want to read that section. And you can mark lessons as complete so that you know where you are up to.
Hey there, so this is a video that is going to be different than the rest of the lesson.
So the course is certainly about the technical setup of ConvertKit for your business, but Brennan is a great writer. He's got a great understanding of sales and an understanding of human psychology as well. So he'll give you a great insight into your customer, how to understand your customer, how to communicate to them through email. And Brennan shows you with some screenshots and so on what to do, but you're not going to get bombarded at any point in time. You're not going to get overwhelmed, because he really does show you through step by step, every point of the way. And so you don't have to be a coder, you don't have to be a geek to do this course. Brennan Dunn has done the hard yards as a technical person, but he's a great teacher too. Some technical people are good at doing tech stuff but not explaining it, but Brennan does take you through this step by step. So the course itself has got, first of all, the fundamentals, the basics of how to use ConvertKit the right way. Now, Brennan does have some strong opinions. I'm sure he'd be the first to admit has got some strong opinions about how to set up ConvertKit the right way, but that comes from building it in his own business and in many others and many of his clients. Now, what I really like here, even though the course itself goes through a number of tactics, it starts by a big picture automation strategy. And in this lesson here, which goes for 38 minutes, Brennan explains how the email automation is going to fit in with your big picture as a business owner. And even though it's not a dialogue, you're not there with him, he imagines, okay, here is your number one product, here's your flagship product. How are we going to lead people to that gently with a series of yeses? So it's a really, really good lesson that I would recommend that you don't skip at all. Now, some of these other lessons are perhaps a little bit more, okay, here's what the difference is between a database and a list, why you should avoid tags and use custom fields. If you want to go through those lessons, then go through them. If you don't really understand them, just follow Brennan's advice. There's some really practical ones here on how you can name your tags and name your custom fields. And if you don't know what tags or custom fields are, don't worry. Brennan's going to explain that as well in the fundamentals section. There's liquid templating, which is really coding. It's kind of if, then, else, which is a super powerful tool even within emails, so that your email personalization isn't just a dear first name and then nothing else. And so this allows the email recipient, the subscriber, to feel like, wow, this is really relevant to me. There's some great things here about how to grow your list. If you've got a lot of traffic to your website, what if you could get twice as many new subscribers just with the same amount of traffic? So instead of just bombarding your website with a lot of traffic, you actually get them to opt in. How do you do that? And how do you do it in a non-annoying way without being intrusive? There are some really good things here about forms and about segmenting so that people don't get hit again with the same form saying, hey, please subscribe to my newsletter, when they've already subscribed. That's really annoying. Brennan shows you step by step how to do that so that you can make your invitations to join your email list much more personal. Understanding your audience. Here's where the course really, really shines, because it shows you how you can segment people according to whether they are interested, and if they're not interested, not to push them. And if they are interested, well, then just to make it easy for them to take the next step. How to create an offer funnel. There's so much more in here that I can't cover. Onboarding new subscribers. This at your own pace email course is phenomenal. And so what this is let's say that you've got a 5-day email course, which is free, and you really want to deliver some value. You can set it to be at your own pace in ConvertKit. What that means is that if people want to race through the course a little bit faster, they want to go from email 1 to email 2, they don't want to wait a day, then you can make it easy for them to do that. But then if they don't do that each day, that's okay. It will just wait a day and then send them the follow-up email. And then at the end, there is an explanation of how to pitch to those new subscribers so that they can easily take the next step. How to do product launches, and even go through launches on things like Black Friday and Cyber Monday and stuff like that. How you can keep your list warm without having to be creating new content all the time. Keeping on that, what he calls the content hamster wheel. And there are some great things too about how to optimize and how to tidy up your list and clean up those subscribers who have never opened an email. Now you can find my affiliate link to Mastering ConvertKit in the description below. And what a great domain name, createandsell.co. Yeah, that's what it's about. And if you do buy Mastering ConvertKit, all of the details are there. You can join the community, which is a Facebook group, to help you and others along the way as you are implementing ConvertKit in your business.